Hi, my name is Ishara. I have a YouTube channel and you can find the link to my YouTube channel somewhere around here. So today we are going to do a very interesting video with my good friend Ayush because he has so many tips for international students who are looking for part-time jobs, and these tips will help you to find a part-time job very easily. So he knows about all these licenses that we need to obtain as international students that will guarantee us a part-time job. If you're from Sri Lanka, you can have an exclusive Sinhala language video in my channel. So don't forget to check out my channel as well. Let's get to the interview right now.
Hello, my name is Ayush and I study in Mohawk College studying supply chain management, and I started studying here in January 2023 and I'm almost done with my studies. It was good experience and yeah.
So Ayush, why do you think as an international student we need to get licensed for all these part-time jobs?
So there is a IRCC rule. While you are studying, you're only allowed to work 20 hours. Because of that, what happen is you get less job opportunities because all the employers want you to work full time, because no employer want that you just come to work for 2 3 days or 3 days in a week. So because of that, you have very less job opportunities, and those job opportunities which are part-time, you usually need to have a license for that. And everything in Canada, you have to start from bottom. You, even if you have experience or something, you still need to get a license here and start from the beginning.
So let's get started. I have come up with a list of licenses that we can obtain as international students that will help us to find a part-time job easily. So I have 5 of them. I'll go one by one. Let's talk about security licenses. Why do you think that we need these security licenses, and what kind of jobs can we get? How to get it? If you know, tell us about the test format. Is it difficult or is it easy? And what about the pay range? Do we still get paid the minimum wage?
So security jobs are very popular in students because you can do them casual part-time. Because of that, most of the students prefer that, and it's not a tiring job. You can just, it's easier with the security job to maintain your work-life balance, like doing assignments, going to the job. So the thing is, with the security license, there are so many job opportunities you can go for. First, I'll say it start around $16 to $20. So first you have to land a job, I'll say, and just keep applying. Then you will get a better job also. But the pay range like 16 to around $20 for the beginners, and about the license. So for the security, you need to have a license. For first, you have to go for the first aid license. For that, you have to attend the classes, and then there is an exam, and then you get a certificate. After getting that certificate, you apply or book a test for a security license. So it can be pen paper or it can be online, but personally I prefer pen paper, because in online, even if you are checking your mobile or doing something, they just cancel and your money will get wasted and everything. So someone suggested me go for pen paper, so I went to the drive test and I took the exam there, and it was very strict. I'll suggest that you should prepare and make sure you pass the test. And the test pass percentage is like, they take the average. So for some people it can be 70, for some people it can 80. For example, if everybody scores, average score is about 80, so you have to have come in that cutoff. And for preparation, there you can just Google search security license, this and that. You get so many agencies or something. They take around like $200. They'll provide you the medical test, help you with the medical test, and the first aid, or with the exam. They give you the syllabus and the material for the exam, PDFs and the practice questions. So you go through that, and it's not that difficult, but it's lengthy. Like, you get around so many MCQs, around 200. So you have to, basically those will help you understand what you should do in security. So they are common sense question, like, what if this happened, what should be your first step? So in that way, by doing that, you understand your role as a security guard also. So those are not that difficult, it's just lengthy and you can just do it. It's very easy, it's not that hard. And when you pass that test, you wait for the results. When you get the result, you go to the website Ontario, and as a private investigator, you put all the details there, and then you get a digital license. After 2-3 weeks you get a final license, the hard one, and it takes around 2 months or 1.5 months for the whole process. And after that, some agencies help you land a job. Otherwise you can just go to Indeed and apply for the jobs, or you can just go directly to the security agencies, and you can get a job.
Ayush, you mentioned about the first aid certificate. So can we use the same certificate and become a caretaker? Because I have seen it as a requirement in certain jobs.
Yes, first aid is like same for all of the things, as it says first aid. So if you have that certificate and you see someone injured or something, you know what to do, what you should do, and what are the laws, and what are your responsibilities, and how you can proceed. So if you have that certificate, no matter you are a caretaker or a security guard or someone, you know what to do. So it's very important, and for that you have to take the classes in which they will tell you about all the scenarios and tell you about the basic things like how to give a CPR if it require, and you have to pass the test to gain that certificate. So if that you have it, you can save someone life in need, and it's useful. Just make sure while having that certificate, they actually make you educated what you should do, so you can help others. That's it.
How important it is for an international student to have the driver's license? I mean, I know we cannot buy a car as soon as we land here, but still, why do we need the license?
So driving license is a piece of your government ID in Canada. It is very important. I'll suggest everyone, as soon as you land here, in first week or second week, go and give your G1. So after giving that, you will have one local ID which you can take with you wherever you want, rather than carrying passport all the time. Second thing is, if you lost your license, you can just get a new one in $35, and it takes only 1 week. Or you can have, it's very easier and convenient. But trust me, with the passport, you will be in a lot of trouble. You're traveling, or you want to go to the clubs for party, or you are going to some museum or somewhere where the ID is required. That will help you, and for various purposes here you need more than one ID. Another benefit of getting the license, if you have experience in your country, you can bring the extract from your country, and that will help you skip some levels here. You get your G license, which is a full license, very fast. So the benefit of that is, as soon as you get a G1 in Canada, how it works is they have a time limit. So for example, you don't have any experience, you get the G1, then you have to wait for certain time to give G2. Then after that you have to wait for certain time, then you can apply for G. For example, you have experience in your country, you give G1, and then you can just skip the G2, you can directly give G, but that you can only do once. If you fail that, you again have to give the G2 and go to the G. And obtaining a G license is very useful. You can drive anywhere, and I think so Ishara has made a video regarding the G license and G1 test, everything, how it works. You can just check in the description box. And yeah, as soon as you get your license, you are building your history. And if you're planning to buy a car even after 2 years, that will be a plus point, because your insurance will be cheaper. And once you have a license, you have more opportunities. As you buy a car, you can do more jobs, or even if you don't have it, you can just do a part-time casual like Uber Eats, or skip the dishes. And they are very helpful sometimes, like if you don't have anything to do, you're getting bored, just do that and make money while listening music. And it's a good backup option, I'll say.
So Ayush, I've seen as a forklift driver, you can earn a lot as an international student. What is a forklift, and what type of license do we need? What is this job?
In Canada, we have a lot of warehouses, and to manage inventory, we need forklifts, and they are like big trucks with the metal forks in front, and they act as a lift also. They are everywhere, like from automobile industry workshop to the food industry like Ferrero Rochers. So forklift has a good job opportunities, and they pay very well. So they can pay you around from 17 to $28, which is a very good as student. So the only problem is to get into the job, and you need to have a certification and training for that to become a forklift driver. For that, you can just Google the forklift license, and you get many places from where you get that. So you have to pass the tests, and then you have to do the training on the forklifts. So basically they tell you what are the safe ways to drive it. It weighs 3 times an automobile vehicle, so it's very heavy. If you hit something with that, it's very dangerous. And like you are driving a car here, so if you hit someone, there are charges and penalties. Same goes for the forklift. So there are people working in warehouses, and you're driving that, you have to be extra careful. After getting the license, you can apply for the jobs. So once you get the jobs are comparatively very good, like as compared to the labor work, as there will be screens which will guide you that you have to pick, for example, this pallet and keep it there. So basically your work will be around that. There are other things depends upon your job, but basically you will be driving most of the time. So, and in that you will be dealing with the heavy materials. Slight move, like for example, maybe like 200 kg or 500,000 kg, you're lifting that much. And if it falls, it's very dangerous. So it is a risk involving job there. So that's why they pay you more. So it comes to the same. The higher risk you take, the more they pay you. So yeah, just make sure before going for the job, ask your employers, and you get only 3 strikes. So if you make any, you damage their product or something, they give you a written warning. There are so many rules to keep in mind. It's not just driving. You have to be careful all the time, and you have to be, extra alert. You just have to take commands from computer, and you do your tasks safely and nicely, and don't destroy the pallets and everything. Safety and risk in security. So security guard have different roles. It depends upon your position in the company. If it's a retail security, or it's a patrolling, or it's a lift officer. So, and there are different kind of things like on site. Can you push someone, or you make a arrest or something? It all depends upon that. It can be very risky. It's not for everyone. You have to stay cool all the time, and people might abuse you and something. And if you're a kind of person who can't keep the calm, I'll say avoid it, because even someone is hitting you, you cannot hit back. So the same charges will be against you for assault. Just don't take things personally and seriously. That is the risk involved in security. So the more risk you take, the higher they will pay you. It works like that.
So Ayush, I've heard that bartenders get paid really, really well, and especially with the tips. So can I just walk in and become a bartender, like how I would get a job at Timmy's? Or is there a different process or licensing for that as well?
So to serve alcohol, you need a certification called Smart Serve, and you can just go to their website. It costs around like $50, and it will only take you 3 to 4 hours to get the certification, in which they will tell you about your role and responsibilities and things about alcohol, because we have very strict policies here. So for example, if you are serving someone, it is your responsibility to get them home safe. So if you are in a bar or in a pub, and a bartender is calling a cab for you, it is their responsibility not to get you too drunk. So while doing the certification, you learn that why some bartenders will say, oh, have some food, or what about if I give you this before this. They have one traffic light system, like if it's too much drunk, they put red light on you and ask everybody not to serve you. The yellow is like they make you wait and offer you food, and green is like you can just drink. So it depends upon different kind of spirit, beer, wine, or whiskey, whatever you like. They are very much cautious about people, and they have responsibilities. And if you have experience in that and help, controlling crowd, so you get experience and then they pay you good. And if you are a security, you might need a smart serve also, some places where the drinking is allowed, so that you know your responsibilities or your laws. It is a good job and a career. They pay really well, and they give you tips and everything also, if you are a professional bartender. And it's just $50 and it takes 2-3 hours. It's a very good, I'll recommend it.
So many tips from you, Ayush. Thank you so much for spending time with me. But I have one last but very interesting question. Are these jobs like, becoming a security guard, becoming a bartender, or even a forklift driver, are they all gender biased? Like, have you ever met girls doing that? Have you seen girls doing that?
Gender bias, so there is nothing like that in Canada. I have seen female security guards, forklift drivers, smart serve, and drivers also, like car drivers everywhere. So we don't have that issue here. So treated equally, and they paid good respect, and they are treated like, I haven't seen anybody getting any bias, something related to this on job. And work environment is very good here. They pay you respect. You just need to know what your role and responsibilities are. I'll advise you only do what you are told. Just stick to your job and do it well, and you'll be good, no matter you're male or female. Yes, it is a challenge coming here as a student, because you have to start from the bottom, and you might have to do the jobs you don't want to, but it's just a matter of couple of months. And after that, once you get your certification, diploma or degree, whatever, you can come back to your professional job. And I'll take it as a challenge and a character building time. The main thing is you get to know about the Canadian culture and different other cultures here, and you get to know about the laws and the challenges, and you learn your interpersonal skills and everything. So it's a good journey. It makes you more adaptable, and it helps you getting once you are in a professional job, you don't start from zero. The people, how things work, the basics, and you can connect more with the people. So I'll say staying here in this environment is the best way to learn about the Canadian culture and everything.
So thank you, Ayush, for joining with us and spending all your time and sharing so many tips. You've been here for 2 years, so that's a lot of knowledge and so many tips that you've got within you. So I hope that actually helped all of you out there who are planning to come as international students to Canada.
Thank you very much.
I hope you found so many important tips that will help you land a job as soon as you come to Canada. So don't forget to comment down any questions that you have, and also let us know what kind of videos that you like to see in this channel. Subscribe to this channel right now. We will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.